Hello, this is Lily Rose, and I'm here to do your reading for the collective. It is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on it is when it's meant for you. Do like, share, and subscribe. I will be picking people to do free readings for as soon as I hit a certain amount of subscribers. If it doesn't resonate, move on. If it does resonate, take what applies to you and move on. Also, what was I going to say? Look at the collective readings that I have if you want, because energy is energy. Don't get fixated on signs, okay? um Signs aren't important because people can change and evolve and grow and treat other people differently. Like if someone treats me like shit, I might give them the sword, but I might have one hand out, right? So it's important to remember it is energy, okay? You don't want to get fixated on one sign, because then what if you pass up twin flame, soulmate, whatever, right? So, I mean, everything's meant to happen for a reason. I just say, be careful. It is energy, okay? And then also, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm going to do feminine and masculine, okay? So this is the feminine side, this is the masculine side. Can't really say it, so I will be putting everything to the camera. I've got a whole setup in the back room. I have my own room, but you know what? I'm just comfortable here. Just listen to my intuition music and do readings. This is just where I'm comfortable. So, maybe I'll go back there again one day. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what you guys are coming out. The feminine, we've got embrace intense forces, offset turmoil, and stabilize with calming results. So, if some of you are going through a twin frame, we've seen the twin flames are coming around. I mean, it's all over freaking YouTube, right? But if you are going through that, is it important for you to balance out all your chakras? Okay, so be working on all your chakras, come into balance, and that will also help your divine masculine, okay, or divine feminine, wherever you sit, runner, chaser. Every story is different, okay? And then you've got furry passion as consuming. Yeah. So there might be some super magnetic attraction to where you're a little bit off balance, right? There's a need to like calm the kundalini down, calm the heart down, right? Like calm the chakras down, balance your chakras. Super important if you're on that journey. If you're not on that journey, you need to balance yourself, work on yourself, realize your worth, right? The more you do that, the more people will come in to date you. Okay, some of you are getting knocked up. Some of you may be already knocked up. This person may have already came in if you're dating or if you're seeing somebody here. But this is pregnancy test. But this could also be someone tried to entrap someone by saying they're pregnant when they weren't. Okay. And then mother figure. So you could be a single mother or your person could be a single parent. Okay. We've got message of concern. Someone is going to communicate with you. And I feel like there's some depression going on or missing you. There's something going on with this message of concern, or this is you. Okay. You have love, unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, balance, right? When it's a divine connection, you have to be balanced, right? You have to love yourself unconditionally. This is going to be an unconditional love, and you won't come together until you unconditionally love yourself. That's like the last part of the project after all the chaos. But falling in love. Some of you could be falling in love. Some of you could fall in love when you meet this person if they're not there, if you're dating, right? If you're not dating, the energy's there. Okay. Get out there and date. There's some sort of ending, new beginnings, liberation, reborn, transition, tragic ending. So this could have been heartbreaking, this ending, the separation, right? Or you guys could have left another relationship and are coming in separation of someone that you may like. Okay. But there's transformation here. You may have changed a lot. Okay. They may be changing. It depends on where you guys sit on the journey, right? This is a general. If you want a private reading, go contact me in my email. But someone can't talk. Someone's having a hard time talking. Someone wants to speak, but they're not speaking. Okay. This is family, foundation, commitment, home, marriage, celebration, security. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be excelling to a new level of relationship. Some of you could just be working on your family and your foundation and working on yourself, which is perfectly fine, right? Because we got occupation here. So this could be you both working on your foundation, your stability, and your security. Okay. You could know this person from work, doesn't have to be. And then you have in solitude, embrace singles find the strength to regroup and recover their path. So again, solitude is good because I feel like you do the inner work. You're single. You're working on yourself. You're taking your vibration to another level. Because the more you love other people and forgive other people and love yourself, the more higher vibration you're going to be on. Okay. And in this deck, I see her as pregnant. So for those of you that want to get pregnant, I feel like the energy is there, you guys, especially with the Empress there too as well, and the Page of Cups. And it could be something, this good relationship could bring families together, children together. Okay, blended family thing. But in solitude, you get clarity. Okay. Oh, I just read that. Needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. Yeah, some of you are on your own, and enjoying life and like trying to, realize your self worth and everything I just talked about. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out, change, things coming to light. So things are coming to light. I feel like in solitude, when you seek spiritual guidance, you will get it when you're in the dark alone. It may be lonely and it may be, emotional, especially if you have a high vibrational connection here. It may be depressing, you know. Maybe you've never felt this way before. Let's see. Okay. Let go. This is them, the masculine. I did masculine and feminine. That's just the way I went. And I don't do gender specific. It is masculine, it's feminine. We all carry those. If we want to level up, we carry them all, right? I feel like the top of the chain is the sun, the moon. The moon is the feminine, the sun is the masculine, right? And you just keep growing. I mean, that's how you get up there, right? Keep working on yourself. Let go of lingering disputes and make peace together. So there might be an apology coming in, or if there was some sort of conflict, it will come to an end. Okay. If this is a twin flame reading, I will say this person may never come back. You may never get this twin flame in your life again, right? You may get this person again. Okay. So it depends on where you sit on the twin flame journey, and if you are meant to be with your twin flame this lifetime, right? If you both work on each other or yourselves, and you both see and you feel the vibration, you'll come together. Okay. How long that takes, I don't know. It depends on your other person, right? We've got amidst unclear paths and frozen moments, the harvest choice is leaving for clarity. So I feel like, ugh, there could have been some kind of coldness with this situation or not opening up and being vulnerable. But it's time to let go. It's time to turn it over to the universe and let go. Okay, and that's what they need to do. Maybe they need to let go of, this is them, so I should be saying them. Maybe they're the one that needs to come in and apologize and make peace. Forgiveness is important. Even if you like have an ex-partner, forgiveness is important. You don't want anybody to control your emotions. Okay, this person could have acted like a clown. We've got arrogance, humiliation, and feeling ashamed. So this person may be coming to the realization that maybe they were not the most nicest to you. Okay? And they did something that made them feel humiliated. Because they're depressed. They're sitting their emotions. They're not happy where things are at. They do want to grow it again. They do want to come and apologize. I can see that with their cards on here. I feel like they're afraid you're going to cut them, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like you're like ready, because you're done carrying these wands. You're like ready to move on here. You might be thinking about giving up on this person. Okay. Let's see. We've got Mars, hot, passionate lust, anger, attraction, vitality, and action. So there is this magnetic attraction that is going to bring action. for most of you, like there is an undeniable attraction and there will be action taken. Okay? Could be when Mars goes direct or something like that. And then, it's funny because they have the judgment and you have the judgment. Not in the same things, but in the same reading, right? Which is unique. And you got two pregnancy things going on too as well. New phase. And for those of you that have been trying to get pregnant, I feel like you are about to get pregnant. If you're in a relationship where you started seeing somebody and you want to get pregnant. New phase and rekindle, renewal and growth, changing mind, rising from the ashes. This person sees the connection. They are ready to rise and be strong and come towards you. They may not be the same person that they were when you knew them before. If this is a new person, they are coming out of a situation, okay, and they are coming in this situation healed, which the best thing to do when you get in a relationship is not bring your own shit, right? Okay, so let's see the overall energy. Timing, anger, don't roar in arguments. Respect can heal the wounds. So make sure when this person comes in, be fair, be humble, be all the good qualities that you would want if you did somebody wrong, right? Dominate in spirit, fueled by pride, yet true control lies in wisdom and embrace. So release control, but it's also you being able to control your learning and how you learn and how you grow and how you evolve, right? That to me is wisdom. You both admire each other. They're inspired by you. They got songs, emotional bond, telepathic love. Some of you have a telepathic love, and you could be connecting through songs. Okay, they look at you as like the divine feminine, or you look at them like the divine masculine. Could be both. You could be mirroring each other. We'll see when these cards come out. Don't see mirroring, yeah, but so there is this highly spiritual telepathic relationship. Okay. It's almost like this person's like finally sees the star, finally sees the connection. She's like ready to like hold the star. And this is for both you guys. So maybe you're both ready or they're on their way. Okay, you got courtship. It could be a friendship at first, but this is old school ways. Like it's funny because, when I was with somebody, I'm old school. I cook, I clean, I like to make my husband or boyfriend lunch. Like that's the type of person I am. I'm Pisces, I'm kind of old school like that. But I thought it was funny because he believed in old school mentality too, but he didn't live up to the man part. So, if you want a woman to cook, clean, and do all this shit, then you should like let her chill and not work so hard, right? But, it's also about a teamwork. Like if you're both working, it is a team. You know, one person cooks half the time. Yeah, I've learned that it is important to set your boundaries. Do not let people take advantage of you. It is important to make sure that there's as much give as there is take. Okay? But this could start. Sorry, I don't know why I got so violent there. I just like balanced relationships, uh, and I don't like when people like, gaslight or like, oh, I expect you to do this, but I'm not going to do that. That's not a balanced relationship. That is an unhealthy relationship. Okay. Anyway, some of you could be in a situation like that or could have just got something out of something like that. Okay. And some of you, their relationship was like that and now you're getting back together. Okay. It all depends on what your red flags are, what you're willing to put up with. Some of you, I see it's a new person, or it was a friend, or it was someone you dated, something like that. So you can take it how it resonates, okay? But I thought I would say that because, you know, people change. People change. People grow and they learn. And that's the best partner because if you can't change, you're dead. You might as well just give up. Like life is constantly changing. Okay, this, like I said, could be a courtship, could be like old school mentality. You got present, gratitude, abundance, tranquility, and success. I think it's super important to like wake up, Say what you're grateful for. If you met this person and they disappeared, right? But they opened your heart chakra up and they made you feel things, you should still be grateful for that. Because now you're sitting on a higher vibration. Now you're able to listen to your intuition better. Now you're able to work on yourself, right? And heal, right? Even if this person never comes back, right? You have to release them anyway. Okay? That's part of the journey. And I say that like it's easy, right? When you're thinking about someone 24/7 and it's a telepathic relationship up there, like this is not something that I don't know. I do know that sometimes twin flames don't come together in a lifetime, right? But I also do know that the journey's hard, and you may want to give up right now. But it's important to say your appreciation for everyone that's in your life, right? Um, Old school, as we were just talking about, outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head. So, like, this person is not leaving your head, and you're not leaving their head. But there's some sort of conditioning that you guys had as children that has maybe kept you apart, or some sort of like, maybe you're not their normal type. Maybe there's a spiritual difference. Maybe there's age difference. I don't know, right? Because you got the page and you got the empress. So there could be some sort of difference in age, right? But there is going to be some old school rules that may need to be changed. Okay. I'm done with those. Sorry. I think I was yapping too long. Okay. You're coming in with judgment. They're coming in with Queen of Swords. So you were looking at them like, okay, I'm ready. I want to be reborn. I've heard the horn. I am healed. Let me go. Let's go. They're coming in like, oh shit, she gonna cut me. Or she gonna speak truth, or there is some sort of like seeing you as someone that is gonna speak the truth, or maybe they want to come in and speak the truth with you. Okay. You're also coming in with the Four of Chalices, which is being bored in love, waiting around. You might have a black cat. Okay, this might be a friend that's helping you through this time of struggle. Rainy days could be pretty shitty. But they're coming in with the Empress, fertility, growth, abundance. If you are the masculine sitting on here and this is the feminine, she could, it depends on, or she's the mask. If it's a male, if it could be a same gender, right, or not. But I'm just saying that if this is you watching the reading, right, this could be you getting pregnant if you're the more masculine one. Okay, doesn't matter, right? But this Taurus card. So some of you could be dealing with a Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Don't get fixated on the signs. Okay. The outcome, or not the outcome, but the near future, communication. There is going to be communication for, I would say, 90% of you. Do I know when? I don't know. 8 weeks, 8 months. I don't do time. I know a lot of readers do time. I do not, because I don't believe in time. Okay? I believe in divine timing. But it wants communication from the heavens. This is coming out of nowhere. It's coming in quick. Okay, and they're wanting to apologize. They're wanting to offer you this cup. They just may come in just trying to apologize. It doesn't mean that they're not mature enough, or it's almost like childlike, like feeling ashamed. When you like get smacked on the hand when you're a little kid and you get the little pouty face on you and you're like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. It's like that. It doesn't mean they don't have love for you, because they have the Empress here. They have real feelings. They might be ready to be open up and be vulnerable. Okay, they're coming in as the overall energy, the Tower. So either they're going through a tower, or they're going to go through a tower, or they're going to bring a tower. Okay, you're coming in with the Knight of Wands, the wounded warrior, tired, feeling stressed out, ready to give up. Depends on where you sit. The feminine is ready to give up, I think. She's like, dude, I've been waiting for a long time. I'm friggin' bored. I don't think this is going to happen. Right? Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck with them, they got the Four of Wands. Success. There could have been ego involved. You've got wanting to apologize again. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. What's going on with the Queen of Swords with the masculine side? How can I help the collective? What do they need to know? How can I help them? How can I guide them? What do they need to know? Okay. So they're manifesting you. They want a new beginning with you, but they feel left out in the cold. They might want to offer you something. For those of you, if this is someone that did you wrong in money, they might want to offer you some money. Okay? But they've got all the tools they need to come in. They've got the magician. They're ready to come in. This is healing a relationship, right? It's offering this pinnacle, this practical new beginning. Like I said, some of you, they just may be offering friendship. Like some of you, they could be offering you a gift, whether that be truth or some sort of gift. Yeah. So again, transformation. They're probably single. I don't think they're dating anyone that I could see because I feel like they're already emotionally invested here. But there is death, transformation, endings is a new beginning, temperance, balance, healing. They might be balancing themselves. And then the Nine of Pentacles, working on themselves. Could see you as a strong, independent, balanced, spiritual person. They could be getting help from a friend as well. And you got freaking 3 major arcanas on their side. They're going through some major transformations. Major. And they're ending things here. And they may be still unbalanced, but they're getting there. Like I said, some of them may want to start off slow because they're not fully healed. So, Page of Cups. This is an apology, right? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun. Okay, so this is Sun, Moon, or Rising. If I say something right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. If it connects with you, look at their Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus because that's important. It's also important to remember. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, damn. Some of you could be working with a Taurus, or this is the Taurus card. It's a Hierophant. Wow. Okay. This has literally. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm trying not to cry here. They went within. I feel like they've got clarity. Okay. I think they probably had a couple tower moments because they got the 10 of Wands. They cannot carry these emotions anymore. They are coming in. And they are being spiritually guided to come in. They may be getting spiritual help. They may be asking God for help because they are trapped. But they're not really trapped, right? This is like insecurities, anxiety, blindfolding themselves. But she can get out. But they've been carrying these burdens. I feel like this is, maybe they have a lot on their plate. Maybe they're, there could be something to do with work with the Five of Pentacles, right? But you got the Hierophant. That's his spiritual guidance, spirituality, spiritual connection, healing. Sorry, hold on. Having faith to go. They're going on pure faith. I feel like they're coming in on pure faith. They are not doing great when it comes to like this kind of this situation. Okay? Yep, we got the Four of Swords, taking a break, needing a timeout. Maybe they've been, there's been a split. What's going on with the Judgment, please? Oh my God, I hate it when I'm about to cry. I pulled that one straight together. I pulled that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. You know what this is. It's Four of Wands, King of Cups. You could be emotionally available and ready to go. Shit. Sorry, my stupid thing. I hate it when my intuition music does freaking commercials. It's so annoying. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. My son makes fun of me for it, but I need it. What the hell is this? Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I'm back. Holy crap. You know it's a spiritual connection. You feel it. You've been going through self-sacrifice. This person might be coming to cut your ass down and be like, okay, no more sacrificing. I'm here. I apologize. this is what happened, right? One sword, one hand. Okay? Because this is could have something to do with the home. You could be moving home. But maybe you've been working on your masculine side, or this is how this person feels about you. They're ready and open and vulnerable. Okay? Take it how it resonates. But this is looking at things from a different perspective. Four of Wands, 11-11. Divine intervention. This might happen just so randomly that you get communication from this person. Ugh. Great, I'm getting emotional. I'm gonna have to hurry up with this reading here. What's going on with the Four of Wands? The Four of Cups. I just feel like you're bored. You've been sacrificing. I'm healing, which is good. It's like, do you feel sorry for someone that's healing? No, because it's so important, because they're going to get so much more alive. But just to feel the energy of somebody like being depressed and alone is sad. We got a couple here. So you see them as your counterpart. You may have a childlike relationship with them. You may feel like you can have a childlike relationship. You may be trying to balance your emotions, your work life with your home life. Maybe you need to take off the blindfold and realize that this is a spiritual connection, or it's a spiritual connection, but listen to your intuition. Don't listen to your brain, because your brain will tell you that they're not coming in, right? But no matter what, release them. Work on yourself. If you're dating, date, right? This person's coming in. If your intuition is telling you to date, date. Like, every situation is going to be different, okay? You've got two here. This is about balance. Confronting emotions, thoughts, doubts. Yeah, having doubts about this. But this is a playful relationship. This could be a friend. There could be an invitation to something. After sitting here bored. Remember, there's still one cup as you're looking at those three cups, okay? Doesn't. And this deck, she's just like had it. She's like, you know what? All my cups are gone. They're all freaking. I don't even care. Like, there's not like anyone handing her a cup, but you know what? These cups are all filled, and they're all hers to take. But she may need to balance more and work on herself more. Maybe play with her little cat a little bit. I don't know. Okay, what's going on with the, oh my god, my cat did the funniest shit today. He, climbed the door and, was crying, and he wanted to come in, and I sent the funniest video of him, on the door, just sitting there, please get me in here. I guess you'd have to see it, see how funny it was. Yeah, you're wanting to go in. Yeah, you have anxiety, but I feel like you're coming out of it. Again, if you do communicate with this person, make sure that you're, texting sucks sometimes. So be careful with your texts, as they don't come across harsh, or, really maybe sit on it when you get a text message, or if you get a phone call. Let them speak and then say your piece, right? But let somebody speak first, okay? But there's this Knight of Wands, Aries or Sagittarius. This person could be coming in, or you could be going towards them. Okay, there is this being scared too. This communication could scare the shit out of you. And the Queen of Swords, she hides her emotions. You're going to have to open up to some degree, okay? Because this person, if this is resonating with you, this person's going through a lot of shit. Remember, grace, 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 right? We never know what someone's going through. Star, healing, Chariot. Guys, this energy is fast-moving energy. I would say within the month of April. If you guys haven't already received this information, I feel like we just went through a retrograde, so most of you have already received some sort of communication. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the Knight of Wands. How can I help them? How can I guide them? What I need to know. Okay, now I think we're mirroring here. Yeah, we're mirroring. But I feel like maybe there's, mirroring is mirroring, right? And it is mirroring, right? But, we are mirroring. We are mirroring a lot. Okay. I wasn't sure. But I was going to say, maybe sometimes we're not on the same vibrational level because we're trying to catch up with each other or something like that. And maybe there's a little bit of mirroring. Okay. I feel like they're like, you're trying to push through this anxiety and fear. Maybe you don't feel good enough for them. Maybe they don't feel good enough for you. There's death. There's transformation here. Three of Swords. Damn, this person could have broke your heart. But they didn't put 10 swords in your back, right? They may have broke your heart. There could have been, maybe you're dreaming about them at night. Maybe you're taking a break and you're like, dude, I am done with this shit. I've been trying to manifest this person for a minute. Or I've been trying to manifest things for a minute and it ain't happening. But there's something that's ending and coming back. Let me pull one more. Can I get more clarification on that? Yeah, damn. Six of Swords really needed to be grounded, you guys. Going to calmer waters, and that you may need to balance your emotions with the situation. But someone's on their way. I feel like there's a lot of mental anxiety here. A lot of mental, like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough, so we're not coming together. Or, you know, this person's too good for me, or this person's too good for me kind of energy. Or not being able to sleep because you can't get them off their mind. Because there's intensity here, right, you guys? That energy's got to move out. The quicker you move out of it, the quicker they'll move out of it, depending on who you are. Okay, let's see. I want to pull. I don't know why I'm shuffling like this. Sorry. Okay. I am the weirdest laughs. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, like I said, they're having anxiety too. You guys are marrying each other. But they're on their way. They're walking away from something. Yeah, they're gonna come stand up for this relationship. They may have to battle other people to come to into the situation. Okay, they might be dealing with somebody, an external factor with that Queen of Wands. Okay, that there could have been some more manipulation with money or something like that. That's another story. I don't go too deep because it is a general reading, and I'm not going to start right now because I can already see myself going down there, and I think we're already at half an hour. But this is healing. They are healing. They are walking away from things that no longer serve them. They do maybe think about you at night. They may be guided by some spiritual guides here. They maybe be more intuitive. They might be realizing that you are their wish fulfillment. And that could be a tower moment. And it could be a shock when they come in. They're like on a journey here. They're coming in, right? I'm going to pull one more on that Eight of Cups, please. Get clarification on that Eight of Cups. Thank you. Yeah, they're coming. And boom, there's a Fool. They're taking a leap of faith. They're on their way. They want to go to calmer waters. They don't want to argue with you. I feel like they're a little scared that you're going to be like this ruthless person. Well, it depends on what they did to you, right? I mean, everybody's different. And that's why you have to have grace. And remember, everybody's got their own situation going on, okay? I'm not saying if someone cheated on you 1,000 times, you should take it back, right? I keep feeling like someone's standing in my doorway right now. It's so creepy. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Can I get more clarification? I'm going to get clarification on how the masculine is feeling. Oh, shit, my leg. Sorry, I got him on my leg. The masculine ghosted. So I feel like the masculine probably ghosted the feminine. Okay, and I feel like the feminine came in and gave and offered them something here. Especially with the Empress. Because they're seeing you as a divine feminine. This is new love. Renewed hope. So you might be getting renewed hope here. And hopefully this reading can give you new hope, especially if it resonates. Okay. Oh, Lord. So there was a third party, either on your part or their part. You've got magnetic attraction, so you're highly attracted to this person. This third party doesn't have to be an ex-lover. It can be. But it could be anything. A friend. Maybe a friend was like, no, don't do that. Don't go after him, right? Don't go after the masculine. Okay? And you're like, okay, I'm not. You know, like, who knows what that is, right? But the masculine knows. They are listening to their intuition. Can I get more information on the masculine, please? Between lines, looking for what's hidden. So they might be realizing that there's signs and synchronicities and symbols, and they're now starting to see them. Okay? They have an inner knowing. One more. Or three more. And then I'll end on that. Regret. mistakes, secret admirer. They've told you I don't think they told you how they felt. That's for damn sure. Okay, because they have some sort of regret, or maybe they had some other situation going on, situationships, and that's why they ghosted you. Rejection is protection. If someone rejected you and they come in and they tell you the truth and why they did it, it's better that they rejected you. That way they didn't bring you to some bullshit, right? And you've got unfinished business. He's like, there's something to do with home. Maybe you feel like home to them, or vice versa. You guys could be connecting through music. You could be playing music and they are trying to read between the lines. Especially with read between the lines. Look for what's hidden. You're connecting somehow. Especially with telepathic. I don't know how deep the telepathic stuff goes. I haven't really studied that yet. But, we do have that telepathic love. That new love. Again, love, love, love. You are in love. You are in love. You have been struck by Cupid. You're done. What's that song? Oh my God. She got it bad. I think it's by Usher. She got it bad. You got it bad. I don't mean to laugh. Fated meeting. Some of you guys could have already had a fated meeting, or you're gonna have a fated meeting. There is love here. There is a lot of regret over here. There's a lot of past trauma. I'm gonna pull. Can I please get the future of what the masculine wants from the feminine for the future? Let's not talk about the now. Yeah. Fears, overcoming fears. They want to reconcile. They want to rebuild this. Yeah, you're their divine feminine. They know you're their counterpart now. I feel like they are seeing the sign securities. Do be careful of an enemy. I do feel like someone may have tried to keep you guys apart. Okay, let's pull on the masculine here. What do we need to know about the masculine going forward? Page of Wands. Excitement. Energetic, fearless. They're gonna be the fool, and they're gonna take a leap of faith. Okay, for some of you, it's happening sooner than later. This is a general reading, right? The Hierophant, traditional, higher learning beliefs. So they're spiritually connecting right now. They are seeing this for what it is, and that's why they have regret. The Moon, illusions and hidden secrets, uncertainty. Yeah, they may have not told you what's going on, and this may be a weird situation for them. Like maybe you guys spiritually opened each other up, right? And they don't understand it. You don't understand it. The Lovers, twin flame, balance, spiritual love. I mean, I could see twin flame all over the place, right? Mirroring, but it's just a higher vibrational of soulmate. Okay, telepathic's pretty intense if you ask me. Two of Cups, soulmates, unity, close bond, spiritual connection. Okay, I'm gonna pull on your guys' energy together. What do we need to know about the divine feminine and the divine masculine? What is the energies that they're bringing together? How can I help them? How can I guide them? Like, what do they need to know? Okay. Oh shit. Okay, balance. There is balance, balance, balance. There is need for balance. Okay, this is unbalanced and it needs to be balanced, and you won't come together until you're balanced in yourselves. Okay, so the divine masculine or feminine comes in and balances out the situation. Okay, especially with an apology, right? You've got aggression. Oh shoot. Oh, I was like, oh my God, am I playing? Disputes, bullying and stress, conflict, arguments. Yeah, don't argue. But there might have been an argument for some of you guys. Six of Pentacles, generosity, charity, support, sharing, giving, receiving, fairness, and gratitude. Four of Pentacles, perseverance, boundaries, limits, heading and holding. I'm sorry, I have the worst reading. Insecurities. There could be stringing along. There could have been stringing along due to insecurities. Okay? Of their own insecurities or your insecurities. But again, it's about letting go and being balanced. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. Two of Wands, planning and so someone's making plans. Someone's deciding. They're making a decision and they're choosing their path. Okay? Well, I'm not pulling all those. No way. But I was going to pull that one because that one was right. There we go. One more. The Chariot. Movement forward. But the Chariot, these horses have to be balanced, right? Determination, success, moving forward. You're both ready to move forward. And you just need communication. Easier said than done, right? Passionate and determined, attractive, confident, self-assured, charismatic. You both are highly attracted to each other. Okay, collective, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you nothing but the best and God bless.